France have got the try! What a try for France!
Green was a striker, not a right winger.
Oh, Bruno! Oh, and it's 4-2. Lewandowski's got a hat-trick too, and it's in! And RB Leipzig have scored! Oh, and he has as well! Oh, he nearly went in!
Hey, who? Not John. I don't think it's John. Oh, it's not hidden. It's
32-30! Oh my god! Wow! Take a bow. I'm standing up.
Hello and welcome to Let's Talk Sports live stream watch along of the UEFA Futsal Euro 2022 final in Amsterdam. It is between Portugal, the world champions, against Russia, and my word, we've got quite an interesting clash coming up. So Portugal beat Spain to get to the final today, while Russia beat their fellow rivals Ukraine 3-2 in that semi-final. Both semis took place on Friday in Amsterdam, and here we are today getting ready now just for the final to begin. And my word, we've got an interesting final coming up. Portugal won the last Euro Futsal. They won the World Cup as well a few months ago. It was only back in October that final happened when they beat Argentina. But yes, come today, Portugal will be hoping to still have both trophies as defending champions under their arms, while Russia hope to try and break it and become the European champions in the Netherlands today. Anyway, get in touch on the live chat page. Quite a few of you already joining us already. We've also got a poll for you to vote on, and we'll just look at that. But let me just quickly find the stream to watch the game, otherwise that'll be pointless for me doing this watch along, of course. Here we go then. So if you're wondering what the starting lineups are and what the substitutions are for both teams, they are on both sides of the of me on the screen. And as you can tell, it's quite a strong team for Portugal. Andre Sousa in goal, Eric, and then we've got Metos, the captain, with Bruno Carvalho next to Pani Varela. Varela, I believe, has already got 4 goals in this tournament, so he is going to be one hell of a interesting prospect for this final. Anyway, both players of captains, both of them number 9, Abramov and Matos, just shaking hands and doing the coin toss. Actually, Abramov will not start. He will be on the bench to start off with. But of course, in futsal, changes happen quite a lot throughout the match. So anyway, we'll look at the poll in just a moment, but I'll just get some atmosphere going on. Let's get some crowd noise in to always make a bit more of an atmosphere going on these watch-alongs. Where are you? There it is. And now it has been a while, because the last time we actually did a futsal watch-along here on Let's Talk Sport was the World Cup final itself. And that was an interesting final, and it was great to see the great Ricardinho finally win a World Cup, which at the age of 36, you know, I honestly thought, I mean, Ricardinho's legs were certainly gone by the time we saw him at that World Cup. But when we saw him lift the World Cup, it was such a breathtaking moment. We all pictured it. Let's be honest, if you don't like Ricardinho, then you've got a problem. Probably the best player futsal has ever had. But anyway, get in touch on the live chat page. We're about to kick off here, folks. Portugal versus Russia for the European Championship. Spain finished 3rd in the match earlier on today by beating Ukraine in the 3rd place playoff. At least they get to take something home with them. But it's their neighbours now, Portugal, hoping to defend the crown. Russia will kick off. So for this first half, they'll be attacking from left to right, Portugal from right to left. Russia playing in their away colours of white shirt and blue shorts. Portugal in their usual classic colours, and it's the same exact kit that they won the World Cup in a few months ago. Red shirt and green shorts. Here we go then. Russia going from the start. Already on the halfway line. Trying to go in. Nearly got past the last man, but it's intercepted. But anyway, looking at the live chat page, we've got Dudu saying, hello, Jamie, how you doing? I'm very well, Dudu. It was only a few hours ago I last spoke to you on that Women's Super League watch-along. And we've got Connor Porter saying Forest Magic. I went downstairs to get the iPad to watch this match on, and then I noticed that Forest had scored 2 goals in a matter of 60 seconds against Leicester City. And yeah, they're having a party at City Ground as we speak. Sums up Leicester's season, I think. Looking at the poll, it's a very big majority towards Portugal winning this tournament, according to you fans at home. Portugal at 94%, Russia at 6%. It's hard to go against Portugal. I mean, my predictions are below, which is I'm going for a 4-2 win for Portugal. Corner there, first corner of the game for Portugal. And it was Antoshkin who intercepted. Portugal in their own half at the moment. It's with the captain. Now with Sousa. Sousa with a long ball. Well, I think he was trying to find his captain, but he was nowhere near, and it's straight to the other goalkeeper. Russia's goalkeeper is Putilov. Now Russia just having to be careful from the back line. Now, of course, if you're new to futsal, what happens is there's 2 halves, each of them being 20 minutes long. But what happens is that the clock can start and stop, especially when the ball goes out of play, whether that's for a corner or for a kick on the sideline or for obviously a goalkeeper's ball. So it may say 20 minutes, but it's not like that. There's no added time normally. It makes it very interesting that how they do that in futsal. Really, I always thought with futsal being pretty much similar to, well, it's pretty much football but indoors and 5-a-side. You'd think they might still do the odd classic football clock, which is to have stoppage time at the end and to not have the clock paused. David Estivo, apologies if I pronounced your surname wrong, asking any streaming online for this game. Well, I'm watching it on beIN Sports, and I'm in England, and there doesn't seem to be a stream available in England, as in an English channel. So I've had to use beIN Sports, which is a channel from the Middle East. Currently, a ball for Portugal. Abramov with the last touch there, the captain. But it is currently goalless. And the thing is, I'll find with European football is it's a lot more fast flowing, and the passing is a lot better to watch as well. Of course, it wasn't long ago that Argentina were the world champions, and they nearly stopped Portugal from taking the crown off them last year, but at the end they were the runners-up. Lovely triangular passing in the middle here. Oh, goalkeeper, well, he'll let it roll out at the end. Portugal's ball. Already 3 minutes gone. I would have had a clock for you lot, but I would have had to keep pausing it throughout. And already Portugal's Paco is getting ready on the sideline. Looks like he's going to come on in just a moment. Now with Abramov. This is a good run here. He might just go alone. And it's just gone a little wide at the end. Not a bad effort. I think he was quite surprised by the space Portugal gave him. Dudu says Barcelona is currently winning 4-2 versus Atletico Madrid. Apparently Atletico Madrid's defending this season has been pretty poor, which under Diego Simeone, that's what they were normally good at. But Oblak won't be happy conceding 4 goals if he is their goalkeeper today. As a Manchester United fan, I'm glad to see Atletico Madrid having a bit of a dull season. Because, well, I know our team ain't great, but it might just give us a chance to maybe beat Atletico Madrid and win the Champions League. I wish. So, Russia, oh, this could be a free-flowing goal. Oh, just wide. Oh, that was a good chance for Coelho, because Coelho went on his own, but then there was a bit of a late tackle. He didn't get the ball, the number 19, but just as he had his effort there, he has just gone off for now, Coelho. Looks like there's a good atmosphere from the group of Portuguese fans that have travelled to this. So corner for Portugal, and they'll have a shot straight at goal. The goalkeeper saves it. It's gone out of play on the near side, and that was a shot from Brito. And it was probably a comfortable routine save for Putilov, the main goalkeeper. And there's a bit of a push there from one of the Russians on Coelho, which ends up, I don't think he gave a free kick for that at the end. Ball's too long and it's gone out of play. Trey XV says, "Up, what's up?" Hello Trey, hope you're well. Dudu says the "I wish" at the end made it funny. You can only dream. I know you're a Bayern Munich fan, it's alright for you lot. I expect you to go far in the tournament. Actually, I'm trying to remember who you lot have got in the Champions League. I've actually completely forgotten about the draw, to be honest. Which was done back in December. Oh, the one thing that's funny about this is that you've got the advertising boards, and they're very close to the goal nets and the sidelines. And let's not forget, they skid around on this surface, so it can be a nasty collision with the boards if it all goes wrong. Because we just had that with one of the Russian players. Now, have they given a corner or have they given that? No, it is a free kick. It's near the corner. On the right-hand side for Russia to take. They've got all 3 of them outside the D at the moment. Portugal have 3 in the D. Goalkeeper covering the near post for now. And I think they're going to try and make 3 changes here, Portugal, once this goes out of play. Here it comes. Then the delivery goes wide. Sokolov going for it there. So a few changes there for Portugal. As I said, the moment the ball went out of play. Dudu says they got Salzburg, Bayern Munich in the Champions League for the last 16. Lucky. I don't know much about Salzburg, but, you know, on paper you expect Bayern to win that. So 15.5 minutes still left to play of the first half. I'll try and keep you updated on the timing of the match, just because, as I said, with it being a start and stop clock, I quite frankly would be doing that all the time if I was to do it myself. Long ball forward for, well, there's no one there to pick up in a white shirt. That's gone out of play. I think who was the long ball from? I think it was Nando. There's no Robinho today. Injured again for Portugal. So Portugal just trying to get it out their own half. Tried to go long again down the left, but no good. But anyway, if you're new to the channel, folks, do subscribe. Give us a like. We are quite... Well, we've done a few futsal watch-alongs before. The last time we did it was the World Cup back in September. But if you do love futsal or any other sports, Let's Talk Sport is the channel to go to. And it's free to click that subscribe button, so don't be shy. Has anything changed on the poll? I think it's still 92% towards Portugal. Here they come. The team in red. Oh, nearly a late challenge there. It's gone back to the keeper. Poor pass by the keeper. He's just giving the ball away midway in their own half. Portugal coach already looks stressed. I think they're just motivated to just making sure that they can keep hold of the Euros along with a World Cup. Remember, this is their first major tournament without Ricardinho. Ricardinho pretty much announced retirement not long after the World Cup had finished. And that's the way to go. Go out at the top. He played in futsal for 18 years. 36 he retired. Internationally, he still plays futsal, just not internationally. Hang on, here's a chance for Russia. Shot blocked on the D. Sokolov, he's got a few goals in this tournament already. He rolls his tongue out in reaction to the shot being blocked. Dudo says, Jamie, if you didn't get what this comment meant, it means Portugal para in Russian. Oh, I didn't know that. Thanks, Dudu. Portugal para in Russian. I don't know how to take that. Do we have a Russians supporting the Portuguese team when they're in the final? On to our postcard. Well, meanwhile, I'll say this now. Russia have had a lot more of the possession. Oh, they've gone for a direct shot, and that's gone wide. They tried to get a flick off what I think was off Afanasiev. Afanasiev, that is. But they tried to get it off him when the ball went into the D. So he was trying to get some sort of touch behind it, but he couldn't get it. And Angelo has just come on for Portugal. Greg's got in touch saying, hi Jamie mate, how are you after Man United's awful performance on Friday night? Yeah, pretty poor. I'll be honest with you, I wasn't surprised. I wasn't surprised by any of it. In all fairness to United, they had their chances, but if you don't take them, that's what happens. And Rashford missed a sitter, Fernandes missed a sitter, Ronaldo missing a penalty. I don't think I've ever seen him hit a ball wide from a penalty spot. Oh, nearly. It looked as though I thought for a moment Portugal were going to header themselves into the lead. But yeah, I wasn't surprised about the result, to be honest, Greg. It sums up our season. So, still goalless here. Forgot to add the scoreline to the title of the stream. Let me just do that. There we go. In case you're wondering, we do have more watch-alongs going on today. I say watch-alongs, I mean just one more watch-along today. That's with Luke Tanner at 7 PM British time tonight. That is for the Africa Cup of Nations final, so do keep him company for that. Egypt versus Senegal. Salah versus Mane. One of them will be Africa champions, which is a good warm-up to the World Cup if any of these teams do qualify for it when they have it in Qatar in November. Oh, that was a long ball from Portugal. It was an absolute waste there from Angelo. I think he was trying to find out Zaki. Sorry, Ziki. Ziki's on our thumbnail. Thumbnail poster boy today for us on Let's Talk Sport. Now Russia nearly got through there. Calls for a foul from the Portuguese coaches. It's getting quite feisty from the sidelines of Portugal. I mean, because I'm watching this on a TV stream, you know, you don't see the full arena, but yeah, Russia have not been seen on the sidelines compared to Portugal. So it is a free kick for Russia. I mean, there's no doubt he had his arms wrapped around him. Both teams had to beat their opponents in the semis 3-2 back on Friday, so it was a dramatic evening of futsal football for any of the fans that went. So a two-man wall here for Portugal, and they've got the two other outfield players on near the goal line. Referee's just having to pause the match for a moment. Of course, it just takes time out for Russia to just think more of what to do with this free kick. It looks as though Antoshkin is going to take it. He's going to go for a big run up. Oh, and he's missed. Let's have a look from the replay. I thought he hit the post, but he actually hit the side netting. Not a bad effort. Was always going to be tricky from there. Of course, the futsal goals are quite small, so let's not forget that. But yeah, Portugal have been I'd say Russia have been the better team so far, folks. Freak. Oh, nearly. Tried to go for a shot, Angelo. But it was blocked by Antoshkin. Now Evangelo again, but in his own half. Now a long ball to the left-hand side. Headed away by Russia. Back in Portugal's half. Greg says, I was at the horse racing today and I won £1,000 on a bet. I bet 5 horses and all of them won. Do get in touch on the live chat page, folks. Let us know where you're watching this futsal final from. We'd love to read out where you're watching it from and watching this stream. Anyway, here's Zicki. He's got his back towards goal and he's given away to Russia to have their ball on the left-hand side. Over 11 minutes remaining of this first half. It's gone quickly already. Anyway, chance here for Russia. Good save. Abramov, the captain. Denied by the keeper. Went straight down the middle and the keeper closed his legs to make the block. Now Russia having to start from the back again. Oh, that was a shot way over the bar from Paulinho. He just randomly kicked it from his own half. I don't know if that was meant to be a clearance or... Dudo asks, are you going to do the Nations League watch along England versus Germany tomorrow? I'm not actually sure what you mean. Do you mean in futsal or in football? Because I'd imagine... I don't think England are playing Germany in Nations League tomorrow, are they? Surely not. I'm going to check that out. Well, it must not be football because it's not until the 24th of March, the Nations League. Oh, there's a chance Russia have scored. First goal of the game and it's gone towards Russia. I said they've been the better team so far. And I must admit, the goalkeeper probably could have saved it. Zokolov with the goal. And it went straight through the hands of the Portuguese goalkeeper. He'll be annoyed with himself. It took a little deflection, but either way, it still went in the same direction. And Russia take the lead here. Let's update that scoreboard. First goal of the final. How many goals will there be? I said it'd be 4-2 to Portugal in normal time. So we're at the halfway point of the first half. 9 minutes and 57 seconds remaining until half time. Andre Sousa. He'll be annoyed with himself, but he'll hope that that's the only goal he concedes tonight, and that his opposition goalkeeper concedes a hell of a lot more. But Portugal haven't made a real threat yet. They've been a bit rusty in my eyes. Both teams played their semis on the same day, back on Friday, so it's not like any of them have had extra rest, really. And it's a Russia ball. Sokolov is down. There wasn't really much in that. I think he went into... The Portuguese captain decided to go right into him, just to stop him from getting his opponent's ball. And as you'd expect, it's getting a bit nasty out there. Bit of words being said. Tyro Inc. says goal for Russia. Greg asking how many minutes do they play in futsal? 20. 20 per half, so 40 minutes. But as I said before on this stream, the clock is start and stop, so it stops the moment the ball goes out of play. So it may say 20 minutes, but it's obviously a bit longer than that. No stoppage time in futsal. So Sokolov has gone off injured for now. I think it's just a bit of a wind for him. He should be okay. Dudu says, oh sorry Jamie, I thought it was on 7th of February and it's in June. I was going to say, it looks as though there's some Nations League matches next month, but I don't know when England play Germany. Portugal trying to put some pressure on those two on the back line. It's back in their own half. Goncalo says, let's go Portugal. Do let us know on the live chat page where you're watching the final from. Love to hear from you. Still 92% of you going for a Portugal win. 8% for Russia. So Russia with another shot there. Way over. Paulinho again. He can't get his shot making at all right at the moment. But at this moment in time, they've done their homework, Russia. And yet again, without any pressure, they've won the ball on the halfway line after a goal kick from Portugal. Goncalo says Ziki and Eric will score the winning goals. And he says, my bet. How much would you... have you put that on an actual bet? I don't know why I went for 4-2 in the scoreline, because we're nearly at half-time and I couldn't see there being 5 more goals in this because it's that tight. But Russia have been defending brilliantly. But can they do it for the whole match? That's the thing. Portugal getting a lot more possession now. Dudu, who lives in Georgia, says, I just didn't vote for Russia because they knocked out Georgia. I think when I last checked, I don't think England had anything to do with this Euro futsal. Like, they're always part of the qualifiers, like all the European teams are that play futsal. But yeah, England not great. So a free kick here for Portugal. Sorry, for Russia, that is. And as always, Antoshkin is going to take it. This one's a lot of a tighter angle, so I'd imagine he will go for it, but doesn't get any deflection. It's gone out for a goal kick. It was way wide. Not really sure. It's difficult set pieces in futsal, because you are just pretty much playing on the ground. So Portugal trying to play from the back. Now down the right hand side in Russia's half. Coelho. It's another Portugal ball. And there's time out here. Portugal have called it seems. I'm trying to remember how many timeouts there are. Very, very a lot of verbal going on with the coach for Portugal. He's clearly not messing around. He's got his board and pen out. Of course, Russia can use the opportunity to have a timeout. I don't think I like timeouts in sport. I just think get on with it. Luis Figo's watching in the stands. He's wearing quite a nice suit. Let's not forget he used to play for Portugal and what a footballer he was. But a lot of us always remember what happened when he left Barcelona for Real Madrid and that pig's head that got thrown in the ground. That was some bizarre moment, that was. Greg says, yet again, Jamie prediction is out of the window. Yeah. Nottingham Forest are now 3-1 up at half-time against Leicester, according to Greg. They were 2-0 up. So who knows, could Leicester get themselves back in it? It'll be interesting. Joe says, oh, it's another goal! Russia have scored again! And they've doubled the lead! And it's Amphiansford who scores. And, well, first half looks like it's going to be Russia's. It starts from the left-hand side, then a pass outside the D, and Amphiansford with his 2 feet just scores with his left foot into the bottom right corner of the net. Lovely goal, lovely finish. But Russia at the moment are on the brink here of winning this Euros. Still 7 minutes and 15 seconds to go, but that timeout clearly helped them. I said it'd be 4-2 Portugal. Well, if it stays like this at half-time, Portugal have a massive interval to sort themselves out in. They've got the ball at the moment. They're on the halfway line. But they've, honestly, in terms of final third, Portugal is struggling. They can't even get there, and yet they've just lost the ball out of nowhere. Goalkeeper's off his D. Someone might just shoot. He's free on goal. He's got to go for it. Oh, what a block. I think he got the ball as well. Great defending, but the captain of Russia, he had so much space, and I'm amazed he didn't just shoot quicker. He stopped the ball rolling towards him, and then he shot. He should have just kicked it first time. You're 2-0 up. You may as well just go for it. Tyro says 4 timeouts, 1 for each team in each half. Alright, okay, so they only have 1 timeout then per half. Portugal, oh, was there a foul? Yes, there was. Yep, no doubt about that. Coelho going down there. Taro Inc. says that Russia is playing big. I'm trying to understand what Joe Stanley's comment is by saying, oh, he wears the number 20. And here we go, Russia. Oh, ball into the box. Couldn't get to it at the end. And Toshkin. Not a bad delivery, just a bit too far for him to get his foot behind it. But at the moment, Russia looked like the team to score 3 instead of Portugal even getting their first goal. But you can see why the Portuguese coach asked for that early timeout, just because he's probably a bit concerned by the way they're playing. And that was when they were 1-0 down. So finally, Portugal just outside the D here, and they'll go for it. Good block. Another shot, and it's blocked. Good chances there again for Portugal, though. But Russia look like they're defending well. The goalkeeper's going to go for it, and it comes off Zicki. I don't think Zicki was aware of it, and it's gone out of play. Well, I think the keeper would love to get a goal himself. Because of that first goal they conceded where he feels like he probably should have saved it. Kirsty Stanton has got in touch saying, hi, hello Kirsty. Good to hear from you. How's your day been? Anyway, Russia again. Good save. He had to stretch his left foot out there. Could have been 3-0. Here they come again, Russia. Oh, the keeper's got it. There you go. 5 minutes and 20 seconds remaining of the first half. Zicki. It's interesting watching the Russia defensive unit. Like they're playing free out there, but they're all tracking back as well. It's been very difficult for Portugal. Greg asks, do you think Roy Keane is the right man for the Sunderland job? He's been out from management for a few years, hasn't he? That's what interests me. Portugal's shot blocked again. Now with a goal, typical goal kick that. And Zicki went for the ball in the air, tried to chest it down and control it. But it's gone out of play. Russia with a long ball just outside the D. Oh, good defending at the end from Portugal. I think the last touch came from Paco there. Yeah, Roy Keane in football management again. I don't know. He's clearly interested in getting back into football management. He said that the other day on ITV Sport when he was doing the punditry for Man United versus Middlesbrough on Friday night. I'd like to be interested to see him do coaching again. Oh, goalkeeper's had to go and smash the ball out of the park. Andrei Sousa knew where the danger was coming from, and he knew if he didn't get there, he could have been one-on-one with one of the Russian forwards. 4 minutes and 17 seconds. Kick on the halfway line for Russia. Looks as though they're going to take on a few more players. They've got 4 of them on the sidelines getting ready to come on. It's a big overhaul change, it looks like, from Russia. It's now in their own half again for Portugal. Looking for Zicki. Poor pass. Poor pass from Paco. Zicki's not had much of the ball at all yet. Yeah, they just can't. They're frustrating to watch at the moment, Portugal, with their passing. I think the fact that they're just trying to even get into the final third and can't even get there without losing the ball or not passing it completely. They're just asking for it. Another good save. Sosa having to make too many saves. You'd feel. Corner. That's Russia's third corner of the game. It's gone out of play. And it looks as though Russia have called a timeout, I think. So the match paused at 3 minutes and 19 left to play of the first half. So yeah, timeout for Russia. What would these coaching staff do without board and pens, eh? They're clearly doing a demonstration. There's a microphone in between them all. If you're the Portuguese coach right now, I mean, what do you tell them? Because they're 2-0 down. They're not getting anywhere near their target. What do they do? They're just showing the replays of the 2 goals again. But there's still a second half to go yet. Taken now back into the game. The timeout's done for Russia. Oh, sorry, I forgot to change the scoreline on the scoreboard. Sorry about that, folks. Thanks to Bruno for mentioning that. I think I was a bit stunned by Russia getting the goal, to be honest. They're changing the title as well. There we go. Sorry about that. Less than 3 minutes to go. Ball there for Portugal. Now through to Ziki. Ziki, all he can do is play it back. He's won a free kick, though. That was a foul from... Who was that from? Oh, it was Antoshkin. Bruno says, nice. Oh, thank you. So free kick here for Portugal. Looks as though Brito is going to take it. Sort of a 2-man wall from Russia. What a... and it's just gone wide. I never understand free kicks like that. So originally Brito was supposed to take it. And then his teammate of Coalho, you know, it's when you see the player run and dummy it and leave the ball for their teammate to then take it. I just don't get it, because it took forever to take the kick. So I think the team of Russia were ready just for that kick to come anyway. I don't think it works in futsal. Oh, Ziki, he's won the ball out of nowhere, and I think that was saved at the end. Big opportunity for Portugal to get themselves back in this. I think it hit the bar. Yeah, it hit the bar. Oh no, it must have taken a deflection, because it was a corner for Portugal. Corner comes to nothing. Now Russia have brought it to the other end of the pitch. Shot at Sousa. Sousa had to save it. That was a great shot from pretty much the halfway line. It would have gone in. Suso had to get his hands behind it and let it go out for a corner. I think this is Russia's 4th corner of the game. Instead, they've played it long all the way back to the goalkeeper. Okay. Now with another long ball. I mean, I don't understand any of that. I don't understand any of that, what I just saw. That was pretty poor. So ball here for Portugal. But, I'll keep you updated on other scorelines going on in the football world at least soon. But yes, currently Nottingham Forest 3-1 up against Leicester in the East Midlands derby. At the moment, Forest are going to go to the 5th round. But who knows, maybe Leicester might turn it on in that second half. Portugal yet again giving the ball away cheaply. And I think there's a free kick. Surely that's a yellow. Yeah. Nearly last man challenge that was. Never got the ball. So Paulita, he's not happy about it. One of the coaches having to push him away and to just basically shut it. But Davidoff was on the run there. And Paulito trying to stop him. So both number 14s in collision there. Free kick here for Russia. 1 minute and 46 seconds left of this first half. And if you've just joined us, yes, Russia are 2-0 up against the world and European champions. And yet again, Antoshkin will take this free kick. It's a simple straight shot at goal, but there's so many bodies in front of it, it'll be difficult to just score. One-man wall from Portugal. And Toshkin just wants to take this. It's a long run up again. Goes for it straight at the keeper. He didn't see it till late on because a few of the bodies got out of the way for him. And he didn't see the ball coming till then. So it was a big moment for Sousa. Russia now with a long clearance. Ball there for Portugal. Trying to get it through. That's not a bad pass. Now down to the right wing. Instead, Russia clear it. 1 minute, 23 seconds remaining. Now, this is only the first half if you've just joined us. Oh, it's in! Portugal have scored! The world champions have got a goal back. I think it took a deflection on the way, but Sousa's come out to run to them and congratulate them. It's Paco, I think, that has scored. Let's watch the replay. Oh, it came off the goalkeeper. That's what happened. Straight at the goalkeeper. So Putlav will be a bit annoyed with himself there, Putilov. But he has now conceded and he won't have a clean sheet at least for this final. So 2-1. Portugal back in it. And I think Russia will be a little bit annoyed with that because they've controlled this first half. But it gives them something to think about going into half time. But still 1 minute and 19 seconds to go. And as Tyro Inc. has also said, goal! Don't be shy, folks. Get in touch on the live chat page and I'll read out your messages. Let us know who you think's going to win, or let us know where you're watching the match from today. Who's your favourite futsal player, maybe? Still Portugal leading the votes at 92%. Russia at 8%. So Russia just passing it around in their own half at the moment with 50 seconds to go. Long ball going towards the opposite half, and it's gone out for a kick for Portugal for their goalkeeper. But yeah, Putilov, it was probably just too powerful for him to maintain that ball and to stop it from going in. Less than 30 seconds to go. Portugal's neighbours winning the third place playoff early against Ukraine. Greg says Rangers are 1-0 up against Hearts in the Scottish Premiership. And they definitely need to win that game, Rangers, after losing to Celtic in midweek. 3-0 to Celtic at the end. Shot blocked there for Russia. 8 seconds to go. Oh, and there's a yellow card for Sokolov, the Russian player. Not sure what for. It might have been... Oh, he kicked his opponent's foot, but the referee saw it. So, and the ball wasn't in action between the two players. It was not necessary, really. Three seconds left. Russia trying to go for a third goal. So it's a long ball and then a shot out of nowhere from Portugal at the end in a bid to make it 2-2 at half-time. But half-time it is in Amsterdam. Russia's half, very easy. Really a goal out of nowhere for Portugal to get themselves back in it, which just shows, you know, Russia know that their plan is working. Defensively, they've been fantastic. They've kept Portugal away from the final third, and goals from Sokolov and Afiantsiv have been the goals that have put Russia ahead, while Thomas Paco scored near from half-time. But at the moment it is Portugal 1, Russia 2. So a big half-time team talk, you think, from Portugal. Can they turn it around? Can they get my scoreline prediction correct, making it Portugal 4, Russia 2? Let us know in the live chat page. And if you haven't already, do get in touch. Subscribe to Let's Talk Sport. We'd love to hear from you. So half time it is, Portugal 1, Russia 2. We're going to have a quick break, folks, and then we'll be right back for the second half. So don't go anywhere. Welcome back for part 2 of our Euro Futsal final. Players are back out on the pitch. Russia coming out first. And yes, they are leading. And they are 20 minutes away from winning their first Euro Futsal tournament since 1999. Let me just this text. Ooh, come on. No, that's too small. No sign of the Portuguese team out yet. Russia have come out quite early. So just getting ready for the second half to begin. Portugal now finally out from the tunnel. Big 20 minutes to come. Only a goal separating the two sides. If you've just joined us, Russia were 2-0 up, and then very late on in that first half, Portugal got a goal back. But really, the scoreline might tell you it's tight, but I'd say Russia have been by far the better team. They've been dominant, but they've also been defensively solid. Putilov just having a quick prayer before he goes back on. Portuguese head coach just having a word with some of his players before they head back onto the pitch. It was quite fun watching the reserve goalkeepers having a kicking game during the half-time break. I always find stuff like that quite entertaining. Some people might see it as hit and miss, but I always think it's fun to watch how goalkeepers train with their goal kicks and the accuracy they have as well. Here we go then. Portugal to start the second half. So Portugal will be attacking from left to right, Russia from right to left. And of course, I think there's extra time if this ends in a draw. Officials just getting ready for every player to say that they're ready, and the goalkeepers. And here we go. Second half has begun. So Portugal need a goal. Russia, you could say, might just defend like hell, but there's plenty of time to find a third goal and just get that gap going again. Because if Russia have been positive at half-time, they know that they are the better team so far. But how long will the world champions let them stay ahead for? Greg Livingston says that Nottingham Forest are 4-1 up. Yeah, funny enough, I quickly went downstairs and noticed that they scored a fourth goal. At this rate, they're going to beat Leicester by 5-1 or something like that. Surely they'll want a fifth goal. Not every day you play against your derby team when you're in a different division as them. But funny enough, Nottingham Forest really do want to go back to the Premier League. They haven't been back to the Premier League since 1999, I think. Free kick there for Portugal. Intercepted on the halfway line. So remember, there's 20 minutes per half. Now a shot for Russia. It's just gone wide. That was a big moment. And that was... just trying to figure out who that was. That was Hishkala. And it was saved by Sousa. I thought he just hit it wide, but no, Sousa making the save for it to go for a Russia corner. Russia with another shot blocked on the edge of the D. And Toshkin there, last man back, having a go. But yeah, I always forget that the coaching team and the substitutes change their dugouts for the second half. Which just, it's quite interesting that. I'm not really sure why they do that, but because you don't see that in football. Greg says Rangers are 4-0 up. As I am a Hearts fan, I expected Rangers beating us. Lucky we're still 10 points clear for third place. That's the thing with Hearts. I've always, in the last 10 years or so, I don't follow Scottish football that much, but obviously you know the basics of Rangers and Celtic being the top two. But Hearts have always been a team up there as well to get a European spot at least. Portugal have got a free kick here near the sideline on the left wing. I've noticed there's a few cardboard cutouts in the stands. There are real people in the stands as well, but I think in the Netherlands they do have 1 or 2 restrictions still because of COVID. I might be wrong though. Oh, not a bad free kick there from Coelho. Still wide. I think the goalkeeper had it covered. Ooh. Russia nearly losing the ball on outside their own D there from an unforced error. But if you haven't yet, folks, do subscribe to Let's Talk Sport. It's free to do so by clicking that subscribe button. You'd be kept up to date on all of our latest content and upcoming watch-alongs. Our upcoming watch-along after this one, after this futsal final is decided, we've got Luke Tanner doing the Africa Cup of Nations between Egypt and Senegal at 7 PM. So literally just over an hour's time. So do join him for that. Actually, just to answer Greg's question, he's just asked what time does the Africa Cup of Nations final start? 7 o'clock, mate. So Russia have got a ball at the moment in their own half. Chipped forward. And they've just got themselves a kick inside Portugal's half on the far side. Nando to take it. Haven't seen much of Nando yet. He started as a bench player at the beginning. Not sure if he's actually had much involvement at all. I've not seen much of him. And Portugal have given away a free kick. Eric with... yeah, pretty poor challenge at what looked to be Abramoff, the captain. But yeah, the stream is up. The Africa Cup of Nations stream. It's up on our channel now. Luke set that up. So be sure to hang around for that when this is all done and dusted. So... ooh. Portugal playing like they did at the start of the first half. They're just completely dominant up front. It's gone out for a Portugal kick. So 17.5 minutes to go. Looks like there's going to be 3 Portuguese players coming on once this ball goes out of play. It's with the Russian keeper at the moment. Nice ball through to the last man up front. But Portugal have intercepted. Portugal there with a ball through to try and find Afonso Jesus. He had to stretch out for it, but he still couldn't reach it. I think it was... I think, who was that, number 8? Was that Eric who pushed the ball through? I think it was. Now Russia. But yeah, I find it's weird seeing cardboard cutouts in the stands. It's just like lockdown all over again when they played football and fans could pay for cardboard cutouts just to support clubs that when we couldn't have fans in the stadiums. That feels like such a long time ago, by the way. When it was less than 2 years ago. But yeah, it's so good to have sporting events with fans back. It's just not the same without them. Russia have now got I've had 6 corners, Portugal with 3. Russia just having a corner then. No one has scored from set pieces just yet in this final. But yeah, there is a Euro Futsal trophy available for whoever wins this. Neither side want to take up the silver medal. Spain getting the bronze medal earlier today by finishing 3rd. Funny enough, in the Africa Cup of Nations, there was the 3rd place playoff last night. And that went all the way to penalties. But Cameroon, the hosts, at least got to take something to celebrate back at home, which was the 3rd place medal. But they would have been gutted to have lost to Egypt in that penalty shootout. So Portugal with a kick. Might just have a... Oh, that's a late challenge. That's got to be... Is that a yellow for Milo Vinov? That was a late challenge on Polita. So a good opportunity here for Portugal in their bid to get back in this game. Coelho to take it. A one-man wall, is that for Russia? Yes, it is. They're lined up just next to the edge of the D. Nando in the one-man wall. 2 Portuguese players in the box. What a waste. They tried to play a pass across to the edge of the D, but instead Russia kicked the ball away. But it just shows how difficult it is to score goals in futsal. Oh, that can't be a free kick. Brito told by the official that he fouled him, but there wasn't... I mean, he kind of pushed him, but he still fell over dramatically. Either way, Russia have a free kick. So Brito better, for his sake, you better hope that they don't score from this set piece. Exactly 16 minutes left of this second half. Nando is going to take it. There's only one man in the D for Russia. And they go for a shot from a tight angle. I think they were expecting to hit the one-man wall of Angelo, just so that they could get a corner. And if that was the plan, it worked. Here's the corner. Chipped. Volleyed effort. Oh, poor miss kick. It got blocked, but there was not much power in it. But over 382 of you have voted, and you're still going for a Portugal win. Most of you at 89%. 11% for Russia. Looks like there's a 3 Russian players ready to come on. Same with Portugal, but with 4 actually. And it's gone all the way back to Soso, the goalkeeper. Of course, at some point in futsal, you'll... Oh, Zicki over the bar. Good moment. Good pass. Got away from his man and then made the connection with the ball just over the bar. Good fast movement there by Zicki. And here he is again. Nearly won the ball. Put some pressure on the Russian defenders. And he's just won the ball back. He's played it to one of his teammates in their own half. Great tackle. Last ditch challenge there from Paco. Greg asking how long is left. So exactly 15 minutes left of this final. Of course, both teams haven't used their timeout yet for this half, so I'm sure that's expected. And cross delivery into the box for Russia. They tried to find the connection. Big moment that was. He had his right foot stuck out, but he just couldn't get into it. It's going to be a kick here for Portugal on the halfway line. Kick is made from the halfway line. It's in Portugal's half at the moment. Now with Polita. In case you're wondering, Luis Figo is in the arena in Amsterdam watching in the stands. Wonder what Luis Figo's up to these days. I don't actually know what he does. Does he work? I don't know. I'm going to have a quick Google for that. Still 4-1 to Forest. Looks like they're going through either way. They've got 4 minutes left to play there. I'd love it if they got a fifth goal. That would be some way to do it. So Luis Figo, he must be in his 50s now. No, he's 49. Yeah, he finished his career at Inter Milan in 2009. So he is... What is he up to these days? I don't think he's a manager. Yeah, he's never gone into coaching, I don't think. He did go again. He did try and run against Sepp Blatter for the position of FIFA president, and he even got endorsers, including Mourinho and his fellow countryman, and then Beckham, his ex-teammate at Real Madrid. But I think he pulled out at the end. But I remember favouring it because I just thought I'd rather have an ex-footballer run there. Oh, good long-range shot from Polita, had to be saved by Putilov. Not a bad effort. The pace was there with the ball. He went to try and go for the bottom right corner. But Putilov, he's going to take some beating. Anyway, here come Portugal with another shot. It's nutmegged him in. Putilov, as I was just saying, has not been making any mistakes. And Portugal are back in this. It's 2-2. Well, it was worth a shot. Normally they're saved at that angle, but it nutmegged the keeper. Oh dear, he got a touch to it, but it's a goal. And it's, I think it's Andre Carello who has scored it. And we're back at 2-2. 13 minutes and 15 seconds remaining. Well, just like the semi-finals, we're not being disappointed here, are we, folks? I mean, Portugal have not been that great in this final, but even still, even with that team, if they have it not their best day, they can still get the results. But anyway, it's 2-2. Anyone can win this now. 13 minutes exactly left remaining. Still a bit of futsal to go. Both goalkeepers could have had 2 goals. Well, both of them have had a goal each where they probably should have saved it. But it just shows if you don't have a shot, you never know. But here come Russia in response. Good defending at the end. From, I think that's Cecilio. He had to run back to stop the run of play from Russia. They've got a corner, though. Another corner for Russia. And now another corner. It's been deflected. It's another corner. I think Russia have had like 8, 9 corners so far. Short one. Oh, just a whisker wide. Sokolov picking up the corner with a short pass and tried to convert it in from a tight angle. Goalkeeper had to stretch out still just to be absolutely sure. Marcus Noel has gone touch. Hello, Marcus, saying 2-2. It sure is. Oh, good clearance there from the number 9 of Russia. He had his back towards his opponent, kneed the ball up and then volleyed it out of their own half. I like to see skill like that. Good improv, that's for sure. "12 minutes remain. A header back to the Russia goalkeeper. Rolls it forward to one of his teammates on the halfway line of Sokolov. I said it before too in my scoreline prediction to Portugal. As it says below. I haven't changed it at all throughout this stream. Long ball forward. It's gone out for a goal kick for Russia. Russia coach now looking quite stressed. A 2-0 lead. Now taken away back to 2-2. The world champions not giving up yet. Good save by Sosa Sokolov. With a fantastic shot. Big save that by Sousa. Isabel says, "Let's go, Portugal." I take it you're from Portugal, Isabel. Who's your favourite Portuguese player in this squad? I think for me it has to be Polita. And Sokolov for Russia. Abramovich with the header out, defending it for a kick for Portugal. Ooh, shot at the keeper. The keeper dropped it, but luckily one of the defenders cleared the loose ball. That could have been a silly mistake again by the Russian goalkeeper Putilov. Abramovich for the last kick there. Good ball through on the left wing for Portugal. Shot from there was always going to be tight again. It's gone out of play for Russia goal kick. Let's see if it did end just 4-1 at the end for Forest. I say just 4-1. Yep, 4-1 it ended. So goals from Zinken Angle? I can't pronounce that. Johnson scoring 60 seconds later. Worrell on the 32nd minute. Ian Atcher got a goal back just before half time, but then Spence put it at 4-1 after 60 minutes. And what a win that is for Nottingham Forest. But yeah, for any of you Leicester City fans, that must have been a tough game to watch. Yeah, I think it's fair to say for now the Forest fans will say that the East Midlands is red. Russia have given away a free kick, but inside Portugal's half. 9 minutes and 52 seconds remain. Portugal with 3 fouls, Russia with 4. They've got their back towards goal at the moment, Portugal. And they've got themselves a kick pretty much next to the corner. Oh, free chance at goal, and it's gone wide. Not a great kick. But yeah, the Russian goalkeeper, Putilov, wearing joggers instead of shorts. I wonder if this will go to extra time, folks. I wouldn't be surprised. And Russia have got the ball for now in their own D. Goalkeeper's picked up. It looks like there's an injury here for Eric, the number 8 of Portugal. Abramovich, I think, might have fouled him. There wasn't anything in it, actually. It was just a... I'm not sure why he's injured, to be honest, unless he's auditioning for an Oscar. Gabriel Rocker says Quantum link power ver. I'm not sure what language that is, so I can't really respond to that. But even after all these votes, people still go for Portugal. It has been like that for ages. We've had a lot more votes, but it's still staying the same with percentage towards who's going to win this tournament and this final. Portugal at 89%, Russia at 11%. Match pause for now because one of the Portuguese players injured on the sideline, which is Eric. I'd imagine what they'll have to... Will they just take him off and then put someone else on? I'm not sure. He's being treated at the moment. That's why the match has been paused. Exactly 9 minutes. So 9 minutes left of this Euro Futsal final. Ricardinho has just been seen in the stands watching on, wearing a turtleneck suit, it seems. Must be weird for him to not actually play in a tournament like this anymore, just months after announcing retirement, weeks after winning the World Cup. I think he did the right thing, to be honest. Finish at the top. He won the Euros, he won the World Cup, can't do any better. Still plays, but just isn't international anymore. So, Eric now off for now. Yeah, I would say he's limping, but he's having to be carried around the sidelines by the 2 medic staff, so that might be Eric's night done. So Portugal with the possession. Now the goalkeeper to Ziki. Ziki, no. Ball through, and it's a goal for Portugal. A cross into the D, and it's a goal for Portugal. They've turned it around, the crowd go nuts. And it's Portugal who now take the lead. It's Coelho who scores. Andre Coelho with the tap in. Ziki out to the left wing, and then it was the ball in to the box. Fantastic cross in. Goalkeeper couldn't track it in time, and it was a nutmeg of a cross as well. Fair play to Portugal. They were 2-0 down. They weren't looking great, and now they've turned it around to 3-2. Ricardinho can't believe it from his body language reaction. So now it's Russia who are behind and need to get themselves back in this game. Who'd have thought? I said it before too. That was my scoreline prediction. I keep saying it. I'm on course to being right. Portugal just need to score again for me. Tiago says Tambin Corello goal. Golo. I'd imagine that means goal. And now Russia have just won a corner. 8 minutes, 11 seconds to go. Russia taking their time with this. Eric's still on the sideline. Zicky's gone off. Good block there. Good defending from Portugal. Isabel also getting in touch again. Looks like Isabel and Tiago are speaking in Portuguese, maybe. I'm not sure. So sadly, I'm not able to understand what they're saying. Russia with the corner. It's gone out for a kick for Russia again on 7 minutes and 39 seconds. The Russia coach stroking his beard in stress right now. I think he's just trying to figure out what can they do to get themselves back in this. Tiago asking me, where are you watching the game? So I'm watching this in England, in northwest of England. But the channel I'm using is beIN Sports. Alfana Ziev has just been given a yellow card. He's the one that scored the second goal for Russia. Jayo Silva saying it's Portuguese, mate. Thank you. I thought it was. Right, anyway, kick here for Russia. What can they do from this? Only to go out for another kick. And Toshkin with the shot. He'll try another shot. And he's got the last touch off Zicki to win another kick for Russia. But these last few minutes of this final are going to be very tight. Very, very exciting. Very nerve-wracking, that's for sure. Gel Silver saying I'm also in Northwest. Whereabouts in the Northwest? I'm half an hour away from Chester. I don't know if you recognise Chester. Oh, now Russia going for a shot. No deflection. Goal kick for Portugal. 6 minutes and 50 seconds. 57 seconds left remaining. 6 minutes, 57 seconds. Any of you Russians watching, how are you feeling? Daniel J.O. saying Forza Portugal. Nervous times for the Russia coach. They had the game in their hands in that first half. Joel Silver says lives in Liverpool. Hope you're not a Liverpool supporter. I'm a Man United fan, so as you probably know, there's a big rivalry between them two. But yes, for any of you Portuguese football fans out there, we're planning to do a live stream watch along this Friday for FC Porto versus Sporting Lisbon. So do join the channel for that watch along. We've not done a Portuguese league watch along yet on the channel, so we'd love to experiment with it and see if you lot are interested. Portugal have just cleared it out of their own half. Some of the Russia substitutes in their bibs watching on the sidelines, not knowing where to look. Jal Silva is a Benfica fan. Oh, it's hit the bar! Abramov, he thought with his curl he might have just scored. Sosa, I don't know if he was expecting it, but he celebrated when it hit the bar. That's the one thing you see in futsal. Goalkeepers celebrate if they don't concede. Which in a way is normal, but they celebrate every time they've missed. It's a very different attitude in futsal. And here come Portugal. Can they put this game to bed? No, good save. Now here come Russia. This could be a chance. He's got some space. Great block. Trying to stop the pass across, which was important. Great defending from Portugal. And one of the Portuguese players is injured at the moment. Looks as though it's Afonso Jesus who's currently injured. He's gone off, I think, for now as they play this corner. Russia, shot blocked. It's gone out of play. So under 5 minutes to go. Russia need a goal, otherwise it'll be Portugal being crowned European champions once again. Still plenty of time left. I say plenty of time, but you know, 5 minutes can feel like a long time in futsal. So Portugal in their own half at the moment. Now with the goalkeeper. Boots it out, trying to look for someone on the left wing, but instead it's been kicked opposite from Paulinho. Portugal have a kick in their own half. Greg Livingston saying Jamie might be right with his prediction for once. Ah, you see, you thought too early thinking I was going to get it wrong. But again, I haven't got it right just yet. I won't get too carried away yet. Exactly 4 minutes and 19 seconds remain. Portugal just have to hold on. Bernardo says, Vamos Portugal. Pepe Rodri says, Vamos. Bernardo saying, Malta Instalam RTP play. Anyway, some with certain languages there I can't understand, sadly. But if you haven't yet, folks, I'd really appreciate if you click the subscribe button if you want more of these futsal watch-alongs. We do all sorts of sport watch-alongs on this channel. That's why we're called Let's Talk Sport. Just subscribe to the channel, click that button, and it's free to do so. 4 minutes to go. Russia, yet again, have pretty much been dominant since they conceded that third goal. But Portugal trying to go on the counter each time. Oh, and they've just given away a free kick, Portugal, on the halfway line. And a yellow card for Portugal's Paco. And it looks as though he's asked to come off. And he has. Antonio says, Vamos Portugal. And Russia are using their one and only timeout for this second half. So the match is paused at 3 minutes and 52 seconds. So that means there are 3 minutes and 52 seconds left of this futsal final. This will go to extra time if there's a draw, but at the moment Russia need to score. While they're having that timeout, let me just see if there's any other score lines that we can keep an eye on. So, here are some of the score lines. Scottish Premiership, they're done for the day. Motherwell 0, Celtic 4. Rangers decided to do one better and win against Hearts at home 5-0. In the FA Cup early on, Liverpool won 3-1 at home to Cardiff, and then Nottingham Forest just a few minutes ago sealing a big win over Leicester City in the East Midlands derby and to knock out the FA Cup holders. And there's one game left to go in the FA Cup today. That's Bournemouth versus Bournemouth in about 15 minutes time. So Russia is still in their timeout here. And that's all the coach can do. Their timeout's done. And that's all they can do. Last efforts from the coach. Portugal still have their timeout, but they haven't used it yet. So Abramov is now the goalkeeper, but he's obviously playing out. We haven't seen this until now, where they use the goalkeeper as their outfield player. And if you do feel that Portugal will probably just defend throughout the rest of this game if they are to hold on to the lead. Now Zicki. He's won the ball. He did really well there. Long ball to him inside the D. Chested it down, lost it, but, you know, Russia had to clear it. So Russia put Putilov back in goal. Sokolov looks like he is playing as acting goalkeeper for when they go up front. Volleyed effort there for Portugal from Polita, but it's gone wide. Way wide. They keep trying to pick out Zicki. 3 minutes to go. How are you feeling, Portuguese fans? You must be nervous. Oh, shot there for Russia, saved by Sousa. Nearly crept in at the far post. Goalkeeper on high alert though. Saved it with his left foot. They're running out of time, Russia. Goalkeeper back inside Portugal's half. Oh, now Russia have to be careful. They nearly lost the possession, but Portugal couldn't get the ball in control to have a long-range shot of an open goal. That's the risk you have to take if you bring a goalkeeper out. And a shot there for Russia. Well saved by Sousa. He does the fist pump celebration again. Gio Silva asking how long left. 1 minute and 51 seconds. That's what's remaining. Portugal, remember Russia have already used their timeout, so they can't pause the clock. Portugal do have timeout, but I don't think they'll... Will they really use it if they're leading? I don't think so. Goalkeeper Zokolov, acting goalkeeper, back out again. Cross coming into the D, nowhere near from Paulinho. Poor cross. And the match paused at 1 minute 31 seconds remaining. For a moment, I was wondering where Suso was, but he is there in between the sticks. Russia in possession again in Portugal's half. Now remember, every time they pass that ball around, the clock is ticking. They've really got to make the most out of this now with the possession Russia have got. Shot wide. Wasted effort. Clock now at 1 minute 5 seconds. There's a few Russia fans praying in the stands, hoping for an equaliser. Exactly 1 minute to go. Zokolov back out there as the acting goalkeeper. He keeps playing on the... He keeps going, positioning himself on the... In the D on the left-hand side. Here he is now. He's got the touch off Paulinho. Now back to Paulinho. Paulinho! Oh! I thought for a moment from my angle he got the top right corner of the net, but it took a deflection. Is it a corner? No, it's not a corner. It's near the corner though. Paulinho picking up from Zokolov. 30 seconds, this is it. We're pretty much coming down to the wire. And that's how you want the final to go, really. Paulinho, chance here. Oh, Suso with an absolute banger of a save. And Suso might just win the game. Oh, tried to go for a long-range effort from his own half. 16 seconds to go. Portuguese substitutes can't watch. 12 seconds. Russia have got the ball. 10 seconds. They've got to do something now. And it looks as though Portugal are going to go and win it. I think my prediction's going to be right. And that's it, surely. 1 second left on the clock, and Portugal have certainly won the Euros. 4-2 was the scoreline. I got my prediction right. Booyah! Oh, yes. And there'll be parties going on in Portugal tonight and in Amsterdam. There's still 1 second left, but that's it. There's no chance Russia are going to get 2 goals back now. Gio Silva saying goal. But it looks as though it was Varela who scored at the end. It was a simple tap-in. They basically won the ball in their own half. And, of course, there was no goalkeeper left. But Russia will have to concede defeat. And I think... will there be a yellow card here for Varela? Because he took his shirt off in celebration. Russia go for a shot over the bar. No point. And that's it. Full time. It's over. What a dramatic game that was. But it has ended. 4-2. I better change the scoreline. And I want to because I got my prediction absolutely spot on today, folks. I said Portugal would win 4-2. Isabel says wow. And says Portugal at the top. Where have you been watching from, Isabel? Do you live in Portugal? But what a game. Portugal are the winners. Russia players looking, all hugging each other. They'll be emotional. They'll take that badly. But Portugal, yet again, winning another major trophy. They've shown again why they're the best team in futsal right now. World champions and still the European champions. But no, fantastic game. Pani, Coelho and Thomas Paco with the goals for Portugal to come back from 2-0 down against Russia. At half-time it was 2-1, but they had to come back and win. A fantastic win. We've got Nutty Bar 06 saying Vamos with the Portuguese flag. Jamie Burgoyne says Russia have got this. It's all over, my friend. It's finished, as the word from Thiago. Isaiah B saying this is Euro Cup 2022. Yes, it is. Greg saying bye. See you later, Greg. So they're just getting the platform ready on the pitch as we wait for the trophy presentation. But if you want any more watch-alongs today, we do have another stream in just over 30 minutes' time, and that is for the Africa Cup of Nations final between Senegal and Egypt. I won't be there, but my good friend Luke Tanner, if you're a regular on the channel, you know exactly who I'm on about. He'll be there to watch the game with you. So I'll just go back to what happened. So Russia took themselves 2 goals up in that first half. Sokolov with the first goal, and then Afanasiev with the second goal. And then just before half time, it was Varela who scored to get them back in it. Sorry, not Varela, it was Varela who scored. It was Thomas Paco who scored. And then Andre Coelho getting 2 goals in that second half to get them back. Portugal now, just as I go through all that, it's great to see the Portuguese coach. He looked stressed throughout that whole match, but now he can just celebrate with joy, and he's dancing, jumping up and down, and he's getting the usual, I don't know what you call it, when all the players throw the coach in the air. But yeah, the Russia players will have to stick around to pick up their runners-up medals, which is not an easy thing. Ricardo saying, I'm Portuguese, but I'm in Saudi Arabia. You did a good job. Cheers, mate. Oh, thanks, Ricardo. If you haven't, mate, do subscribe to the channel. It's your support like that really helps us out. But yeah, not a bad few months for Portugal. It was less than 100 days ago that they won the World Cup. David Lopez putting in a message on the live chat page by showing the Portuguese flag a few times. A lot of Portuguese flags being waved on our live chat page. But Andre Sousa celebrating. He made that vital save very late on, didn't he? I don't think he knew where the ball was, but it was in his hand next to the goal line, and as long as he picked it up, that was probably it. Sokolov has taken his goalkeeper shirt off now. Funny enough, Carlos Queiroz, the current Egypt manager, we all remember him as right up. Ricardinho's on the pitch in his suit. He's celebrating, even though he didn't take part in this tournament, as he has retired internationally from futsal after winning the World Cup a few months ago. But he's clearly come as guest of honour. But the players still want to celebrate with him. Let's see if there's any stats while we wait for this presentation. So Russia with more attempts than Portugal. They had 48 attempts while Portugal had 29. Russia with 13 corners. Portugal only had 3. Portugal with more yellow cards though at 4, with Russia getting 2 yellow cards. And in terms of red cards, 0-0, no one got sent off, but it just shows, doesn't it? Russia, they played a good game, they really did. That first half, Portugal couldn't get anywhere near them. Well, the FIFA president is there on the platform, as I'm sure he'll be the man to hand out the medals as well as the trophy to the winning team. But I think before both teams go up there and get their medals, the officials for the final will get something. But I'm pretty chuffed, folks. I finally got a prediction right on Let's Talk Sport. We normally share our predictions on our watch-alongs, and I finally got one right. Now, one of the Ukraine players is just got an award because they played the third place playoff a few hours ago in the same arena. Ukraine finishing 4th though because they lost to Spain. Spain getting the bronze medals. And that's what the presentation is for first. So Spain, so the Spanish team are actually going up there first. So I'd imagine they watch this final in the stand. Good to see them getting claps and high fives from the Portuguese team while they walk up there. That's nice to see. I would love it if they had the Euro Futsal tournament in England at some point. I'd love to go there as a fan. Greg Livingston asking me, when was your last right prediction, Jamie? There was a last time? I don't know. I don't know if I've ever got anything right. I've had first goal scorers right, but when it's a Bayern Munich watch along, it's hard not to go with Robert Lewandowski. Luis Figo has joined some of the executives on the platform so that he can give out medals to his fellow countrymen. A few Spanish flags being waved, a few Spain fans delighted with their team getting third today. So Zicky's going up there. I'm not sure what for. He might get an award for something. It's the player of the tournament. Well done to Zicky. Something he'll definitely keep hold of in his trophy cabinet back at home. Player of the tournament for this season's Euro Futsal. As you know, always with these presentations, they take forever. SkillX says Portugal is the best futsal team ever. Well, it's hard to go against that claim. Winning the Euros on the bounce and also holding on to the World Cup as well. They've done very well. Russia players just standing around at the moment. So is the coach. But yeah, it's going to be hard to sink in, knowing that they were 2-0 up and then to lose it by 4-2. And great to see, again, the Portuguese lot queuing in 2 lines to welcome them through. Skillex asking, who do you thought will win? Well, if you look at my predictions below, Skillex, I got it spot on exactly. I said Portugal would win 4-2. Russia just having a quick team photo with their medals. I've never really seen that before. A runners-up team having a team photo straight afterwards. I'm amazed that they want to have a team photo, because you don't want to finish runners-up. Never. I know it's better than third or anything like that, but when you get to the final, you want to win it. I'm not really sure what the Portuguese lot are doing. They're now hopping up to the platform. So now the UEFA president giving them the medals. And as expected, the captain will be the last man to get his medal before they lift the trophy. Anna says, champions, eh? Champions, eh? Skillex saying, lol, nice prediction. Well, thank you. I'm just annoyed I didn't put a bet on it. So, Joel Matos, the captain, now getting a hug from Luis Figo. So he's just, Joe Matos just speaking to the UEFA president, ready to give him the trophy. So here we go then. Get all calling him out to just lift the trophy. Boom, there we go. So Portugal, 3 months ago they were the world champions. 3 months later they are the European champions yet again. Portugal on top of the world, and now also the kings of Europe once more. So well done to Portugal. Commiserations to Russia. But it was a great tournament. Oh, and my tea is in, folks. I'll take that. Thank you very much. Just before the stream's about to end. But anyway, I think with the Swiss roll delivery, I think that might just be my cue to leave this stream. But don't go anywhere, folks. In less than, well, literally in about 25 minutes from now is the Africa Cup of Nations final, and that will be hosted by Luke Tanner here on this channel. So, thank you to all who watched this futsal final. If you enjoyed the content and enjoyed this video, please subscribe, like Skillex has just done, saying I subscribe to you. Thank you very much, and be sure to do the same. And anyway, we're going to go now. We're going to go now, and well done to Portugal, kings of Europe yet again. Good night.